Hi friends, so in this video we're going to continue with our lessons on composition writing, and for this particular video we'll look at how to plan a composition. If you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing for more educational videos. Okay, so let's look at the paper structure for English paper 1, which is composition writing. So for section A we have the unguided composition. So there are 6 questions on the unguided type of composition. You're required to come up with the structure of your own composition. The major types of compositions that are tested here are narrative, descriptive, argumentative, discursive, and expository. Then in section B, we have the guided composition, where one compulsory question is asked. Then the points and details of the composition are given to you. Then the types of compositions that are tested here are letter writing, report writing, speech writing, profile writing, and article writing. Okay, so here's an example of how the questions are asked from a past paper. So in section A, we have the unguided composition, and then for section B, there's a guided composition. So for section B, you'll be given points on what to include in a composition, hence the name guided composition. Let's look at this example. You have been asked to write a report on the achievements the new head teacher of Lukundo Secondary School has made in the 2 years he has been in office. Below are the notes for you to use to write the report. Okay, so as you can see, in this particular composition, you're given some points or notes that you're supposed to use in your composition. And you're supposed to write a report of not more than 350 words. And then for section A, you have to choose a topic and come up with a composition using your own points and your own structure. Alright, so here are some tips for dealing with the unguided compositions. So by grade 12 term 3, you should be comfortable with at least 2 types of compositions, e.g. narrative and argumentative compositions. And then for you to be good at anything, you need a lot of practice. The same is true for composition writing. Make sure you constantly practice and give your work to a friend or teacher to go through and correct you where you have gone wrong. So you need to plan your composition, title your composition. Your composition must have an introduction, a main body, and a conclusion. And then you should use different English structures. You should have paragraphs, correct spellings, and good grammar. And then finally, do not underwrite or overwrite. Stick to the number of words stipulated. Okay, so let's look at how to plan for an unguided composition. Planning is the most important phase of your composition. Planning helps you save time and it enables you to write a good composition. Spend a few minutes planning how you write a composition. So because you're not given points to follow in the unguided type of composition, you need to quickly come up with your own points so that your composition is easier to write. Now after you've chosen the composition you write, you should come up with points, say point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, and so on. And then once you've written down your points, you can begin arranging them in order of importance or chronological order if you're writing a narrative composition. Then you can choose to add or subtract certain points. Okay, so here are some tips for dealing with the guided composition. Now in this section, you can get a question on report writing, speech writing, etc. Hence, you need to know how each type of composition is structured. Then you have to practice as much as possible so that you can improve your writing and know how to tackle each type of composition. So make sure you title your composition where applicable. Only use relevant information in your composition. Use different English structures. Use paragraphs, correct spellings, and good grammar. Do not underwrite or overwrite. And then finally, go through last year's paper to see which type of composition came, and then you can focus on other types of compositions. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, hit the like button and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.